Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing something really exciting. I'm baking bread for the very first time. I've eaten bread all my life, practically almost every other day, but I've never actually tried to make it from scratch. So this should be fun. Hopefully delicious too. So let's get started, guys. Okay, so this recipe doesn't require much. So I went through my warm water, my powdered milk, my yeast, then I added a little bit of sugar to activate the yeast. After that, I covered it up and let it sit for about 5 minutes to allow the yeast to work its magic. And then to a bowl, I added my flour, all purpose flour. I made use of 2 cups of flour. The ingredients are going to be listed in the description box below. So I went ahead to sift it. You can clearly see the tiny particles that were left at the bottom of the sieve. Another reason why it's very important to sift your flour. Your yeast should look something like this with bubbles at the top before you put it into your mixture. If not, it did not activate and your bread will not turn out well. I'm getting good at this whole baking stuff because look at me giving tips and advice. So after adding my yeast mixture, I went ahead to give my dough a good mix. I added one large egg and went ahead to combine. While I was doing this, the dough was just becoming so sticky. I was like, I hope I'm doing the right thing. At this point, I had to remove my dough from the bowl and transfer it to my baking surface because I was not understanding what was going on. So I greased the surface a little bit with vegetable oil before transferring the dough, and then I started to knead. At this point, I knew I was getting something wrong because I could not just understand why it was so sticky. And then I just remembered that I had not yet added my butter. So I went ahead to start adding my butter. I didn't put all at the same time. I put it bit after bit, 1 spoon at a time. Once again, another arm workout because this kneading job is not for the weak. So I cut out a piece of my dough to know if it is time for me to stop kneading, and it was still not stretchy and it was still having openings. So I guess my kneading work was not yet done. I went ahead to knead it properly. Then I oiled my bowl, put a little vegetable oil inside before placing my dough inside. I just continued kneading for like 5 more minutes. I went ahead to roll up my dough, placed it in my already greased bowl, and then I covered it up and left it to sit for about an hour. So this was about an hour later. I don't know what I'm seeing, oh, but my dough was supposed to double in size. What did I do wrong? Well, let's see. I'm really hoping this bread will turn out very nice because at this point, I floured my work surface and proceeded to start cutting and shaping my dough. And yes, my son's hands were in the video. I just couldn't get him to leave. I greased up my pan. This is my cake pan. I don't have a bread pan. With time, I'll definitely get one. So I just made use of what I had. So I made use of my cake pan and I'm putting all the rolled up dough inside it. After placing the dough in the pan, I covered it up and left it to sit again for about 40 minutes. Yes, today I'm going to be making use of my pot. I don't think my air fryer is giving me what it's supposed to give, so I'll be making use of my pot. I had already prepped it, put in little sand, and it had been heating for a while. So this was my dough after about 40 minutes. So I went ahead to place it into my pot that has been heating on low heat. Fingers crossed, guys. And look at my bread, guys. It looked good, it smelled good, but unfortunately, it got burnt. I think I left it longer than I should have, but still, it was delicious, like simply delicious. Just take a look at the inside. It was just so soft and yummy. So guys, please tell me if you'll be trying out this recipe, and also don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.